I don't know a lot of guys in their 50s who have such a high body weight and are still alive. That's why I'm very worried about The Rock. What's up guys, Freddy here from wolfphysique.com, and today we are talking about Dwayne THE ROCK Johnson, alright? Oh, and by the way, while you're here, like the video and subscribe because I'm putting out a video every day and you do not want to miss him. I wanted to talk about The Rock because I'm really worried about the guy. But I will explain later in the video why I'm really worried for his health. But first we're gonna watch a video together about Dwayne THE ROCK Johnson reveals the secret behind his daily diet and legendary cheat days. So I'm very curious about this. So let's have a look.
Hey everybody, Dwayne THE ROCK Johnson here, and I'm going to share with you what I used to eat at the height of my professional wrestling career, and what I've also ate in order to get in shape for my biggest roles, and what I typically eat these days.
You know, I'm not gonna give an introduction to The Rock because everyone knows who this guy is. Everyone loves him. He's charismatic, he's jacked, he has legendary cheat days that I would dream of. If I would eat like that, I would get fat as fuck, so I'm gonna do it.
I can confirm it to a certain degree that I was eating many pounds of food per day, including a lot of cod. And as a matter of fact, I just recently transitioned my cod meals of the day to salmon. So again, the confirmation is there. Now whether
I talk about this all the time. Most people on this planet are not getting enough omega-3s in. And even if you eat salmon, it's very hard to get the right amount of EPA to DHA in your diet. So I always recommend, even if you hate fatty fish, find a way to get it in. And for the guys and girls who are interested in building muscle, you will actually build more muscle faster if you eat enough omega-3s in your diet. Look up this video, I talked about it before, and it's very important for your health as well, for your heart, for your brain. Yeah, it's just something you need to have in your diet. So if you're lacking in that part of your diet, at least supplement with omega-3s and supplement with the right one. And just say, fuck it, I'm gonna eat fish even if I hate it, because it's very important, guys.
it's 10 pounds of food per day, I'm not quite too sure. I can tell you with a little bit of uncertainty because I failed math, I was probably at that time in
10 pounds of food, guys. That is insane. I think I never in my life ate 10 pounds of fucking food. But next to that, the guy is much bigger than me. So his stomach is also much bigger than me. But the amount of energy this guy needs to sustain the weight he has right now is insane.
Ingesting about anywhere between 6 to, well, I would say possible, almost 8,000 calories a day.
6,000 to 8,000 calories a day. I honestly thought it was less than that because I saw a full day of eating of him long ago. But guys, 6,000 to 8,000 calories every day. Are you fucking kidding me? That is so much food. If I have to believe if he really does eat so many calories, I don't know. Maybe it's the highlight of most of his days, but not every day of the week. 6,000 to 8,000 calories, it's so much. That is absolutely insane. And all of it with clean food? Are you fucking kidding me?
Has honestly pretty much remained the same for the past 5 to 10 years. I do eat 5 to 6, sometimes 7 meals a day. Whether or not I'm training for a role, which usually I am training for some sort of role or trying to maintain.
The guy's absolutely jacked.
And my days back then as well as now are the same. I'll wake up and I will have breakfast, which consists of a cream of rice or an oatmeal, usually with some buffalo and some eggs. My meal 2 is
meal 1, oatmeal, some buffalo, and some eggs. I mean, like, how much oatmeal do you need to eat to get at that 6,000 to 8,000 calorie mark? That's only breakfast, all right? So it's not that I think it's not healthy. I have nothing against it. Most people, just like Rhonda Patrick, etc. Even I thought this in the past, that dietary cholesterol does not really have an effect on your blood, your total cholesterol, etc., literally in your blood. I even said this in my blood work, but Derek from More Plates, More Dates made a video about it. And he said that if you eat eggs, genetically, some people just, yeah, it really does change someone's blood cholesterol. Even though studies say it doesn't. I even checked this with one of my clients and it's really true. I saw it. Yeah, maybe getting eggs out of your diet when you're suffering from high cholesterol and shit, maybe that's a good way to go. I don't care if a study says it doesn't. With some people, it does. I saw it. I saw it many times.
Usually after my workout, that will consist of a carb, usually a rice, like a fast-acting carb, or maybe even a sweet potato sometimes. Usually a protein, and that one is usually chicken. And then I'll go into whatever the third meal is. That is probably either another chicken and a rice, or it could be a buffalo as well with some greens. And then again, just throughout the day, I'll have some fish, either some cod or some salmon, which I hate, by the way. I hate salmon. I've salmon out of my ears. But it's a great fish in terms of your health and fitness. And then again, I'll just...
You see, even The Rock knows it. Get your omega-3s in. Don't be a bitch.
Eat, and then usually before bed, I will have a balance of protein and a carbohydrate and some greens before bed. I love my cheat days. They have become legendary.
Don't cheat yourself.
Oh my God.
Enjoy your cheat day.
Which is a good thing. I do believe in working hard throughout the week and earning your cheat meals at the end of the week. My go-to cheat meal is usually, if I could find an amazing...
Looks delicious as f***. Right away I'm hungry. Gotta get some more caffeine in, because caffeine suppresses my appetite. So let's get steamed out of my mind.
Amazing burger spot that has an amazing cheeseburger.
Wow,
And I'll
it's
throw
so...
bacon on there, avocado, lettuce, tomato, onion, some great fries. I'll do that. Then some sort of sugar blast I will have, either some great cookies, or I have two amazing things. I have this amazing coffee cake, which is incredible, that I've been enjoying on my cheat days. And I also have tried this apple fritter bread, which is incredible. Well, I can credit my energy to, cocaine. No, kidding. Well, a few things I credit my energy for. Number one is the prep. So, you know, being mentally prepared on what kind of day that I'm gonna have and what kind of energy output is gonna be required of me. I used to be just like a bat out of hell for many, many years, where I would just...
This is something I do actually as well. Just listen to your body. How demanding are your workouts? So let's just say, back in the past, I always track my calories, etc. If I was bulking, I ate the same calories every day, even though I was resting or something like that. And with cutting, always the same calories, always the same. But I came to a point where I stopped tracking calories and I still want to build muscle and stay lean, really lean. And that really worked out, to be honest. Honestly, I'm at the most strongest point in my life right now, but I have not gained any fat. And the funny thing is, I've never been this strong at this exact weight. So that's very interesting. So I literally listen to my body. And I learned that over the years, because I know how it is to stuff my face with food and dirty bulk. I know how it is to lean bulk. I know how it is to eat less and starve. I've been through it all. And I think he does the same thing. That's why he's saying 6,000 to 8,000 calories. Although I think it's not 6,000 to 8,000 calories. Maybe on cheat days, but I gotta say 6,000 to 8,000 calories of healthy food. I don't know, man. I don't think I can even do it, and I'm a big eater, and I don't even think he can do that. Maybe one day, but not every day. But let's just say I feel that the bench press is not going well. All right, the next training, I make sure I eat enough before that training, and I hit a PR.
Go, and forget how important actually balancing things was, especially mentally. Over the years, I used to try and create my own energy drinks by adding a powdered caffeine to a powdered amino acid to then a powdered carbohydrate or whatever was needed at that time. And so I did that for many, many years myself.
I honestly don't know why we put amino acids in your energy drink, but there are a lot of energy drinks where they put like things like branched chain amino acid, like leucine. And leucine is an amino acid. You know what leucine does? It's like the anabolic switch. So it's the switch. Let's just say you walk in the room, your leucine, and you have to activate the switch to build. But to build, you need building blocks, and you don't have building blocks. So you're literally putting on the switch, that anabolic signal, but nothing is happening. There are no other amino acids that you need. That's why I actually despise branched chain amino acids. But I will save that for another video, okay? Because I don't want this to be that long, because I have the feeling this is gonna be a long video anyway. But let's go on. And I'm not saying his energy drink is bad, by the way. I have not checked it out, what's in it, just so you know.
They want to do well. People want to get better, whatever the goals are. They want to gain weight, they want to lose weight, they want to maintain, whatever it is. Everyone's intention is the same. I always think what it comes down to, I think, is not only is it the discipline, but I also feel it comes down to the execution of it. When the execution sometimes sputters, if it sputters, don't take it personal. Way to do it. The diet, that is not easy. It's a lot easier said than done, because we all love food. We want to eat. We want to eat things that make us feel good. So I always tell people, try to be as disciplined as you can in the approach. And if it fails in one way, that's okay. Just redirect it.
I really like the attitude of Dwayne THE ROCK Johnson. I don't know if it's real, because you don't know the guy in real life. But everyone knows him. He's like the most famous actor in the world, and well paid, I thought by myself. He's 49 years old, and he's like 120 kgs. How much pounds is that? Like 240 pounds at 49 years old. I think we all can agree that the guy is not natural. And for those who think he's natural, I can save you. And you're probably very naive, but maybe you can watch my natty or not on him. It was a long time ago that I made it. The audio was a little shit, but I think I brought up some good points. But before I tell you the real reason, the common belief today is that bodybuilding is not a healthy sport. And we see The Rock is bodybuilding. We all know he's bodybuilding and he loves it. The Iron Paradise. I actually did his workout, which was insane as well. But that's not the point of this video. But this belief is mainly due to the steroid use and psychological issues associated with dieting to extreme levels of low body fat, which sucks. Can you even imagine? The guy is 49 years old. He is 240 pounds and he needs to get in shape for all kinds of roles. Still, he has to. Let's just say if he would downsize to a lower weight, people would say, what is happening to The Rock? Is there something wrong with him? He's losing muscle. What is happening? When you're so well known, it's just hard to just downsize like that. I can understand that. And I honestly understand maybe why he takes certain things to look a certain way. But I'm very worried for him. You liked the video a little bit because you came to this point. So if you came to this point, please like the video and subscribe, because I'm putting out the video every day. Like I said, you're gonna learn a lot. But what I want you to understand is the essence of bodybuilding, being lean and muscular, is actually very good for your health. Muscle mass is protective against diabetes because muscle mass improves your insulin sensitivity. Insulin sensitivity refers to how responsive your cells are to insulin, and more specifically, the relationship between how much insulin needs to be produced in order to deposit certain amounts of glucose, your blood sugar, blood glucose in the bloodstream. Most of the health benefits of a higher BMI are primarily because the increased amount of muscle mass that is beneficial. Not because a low body fat percentage is bad necessarily, but more so the thing you have to do to get there what makes it unhealthy. And in certain cases, if you look at The Rock, using all kinds of anabolics that are just so unhealthy. And honestly, I do not want to talk about the things he uses, what I think he uses, because I honestly have an idea what he uses. If you want me to make a video on it, there are other videos that give their opinion, but maybe I have another opinion. Because I have that idea, I'm really worried for him. And make no mistake, muscle mass is significantly associated with longevity due to its health promoting effects. These are mainly improved insulin sensitivity, like I said, and thereby also lowering your chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation is bad. Your body continues sending inflammatory cells even when there's no outside danger. For example, if you look at arthritis, inflammatory cells and substance attack joint tissues, leading to an inflammation that comes and goes and can cause severe damage to your joints. And if you look around, look at all the bodybuilders who have high body weight that die. I talked about this before. George Peterson, he also died from heart failure. Look at Kali Muscle, for example. You cannot maintain such a high body weight being shredded all the time. Even if it's muscle, it's just bad, because look at The Rock. He's eating 6,000 to 8,000 calories a day. That's what he says. Even if it's less, it's so much food. And eating so much, the amount of effort your heart needs to do and the anabolic use next to that is just insane. Your heart has to work so hard to maintain that tissue and that weight. So that's why, if you look at Arnold, he downsized. Most bodybuilders who are still alive right now, they downsize. You cannot have such a high body weight and have big amount of muscles, do a lot of anabolic steroid cycles and expect to live long. I don't know a lot of guys in their 50s who have such a high body weight and are still alive. That's why I'm very worried about The Rock. And people that live to be over 100 years old are rarely overweight. They appear to have a metabolic profile that is very similar to that of people in an energy deficit. So calorie restriction is currently the most likely candidate for slowing any health problems of aging. Physical effort is the other candidate. These two are the most effective ways to manage these symptoms of getting older. And of course, is there such a thing as being too lean? Probably. At a certain point when you get extremely ripped, like in a competition prep, if you're natural, the natural anabolic hormone production decreases. Your testosterone levels go down. So that is a bad thing. Also for your heart and other things. And there's even a study from 2019 that found that competition prep suppresses the immune systems and increased inflammation in bodybuilders. But the likely cause of this would be inadequate micronutrient intake and antioxidant intake. So not necessarily their low body fat percentage. That's why I always say it's more so the journey of getting to such a low body fat percentage that makes it bad. There's even literature that show that men that currently use anabolic steroids had significantly worse heart function than past users. The authors also found that steroid users had significantly more plaque buildup in their arteries than non-users. The longer men reported taking steroids, the worse their arteries were. Can you even imagine, if you look at The Rock, how much shit he has to use to stay like that? That is just so unhealthy. You have to see it like this. If you're developing plaque in your arteries, it's developing over the years, and if you don't check your bloods, I'm sure he does, and he has a doctor next to him, but that doesn't change the fact that he has such a high body weight at such an age. It's just not good for you. I'm just very concerned for the guy. I honestly hope he's going to downsize because it's just too unhealthy to maintain it. I can talk the whole day about this, but I want to keep this video short, sorry, it's a little bit long, but I hope you at least got something from this video. And if you like the video, like it, subscribe, and for online coaching, hit the link down below, and I see you tomorrow. Much love.